Dear students, last class we discussed about nitrogen based compounds. First, N2 dinitrogen molecule, next one ammonia NH3 molecule. So, two compounds we have completed. The third one is nitric acid HNO3. First, preparation of nitric acid. So, this is laboratory preparation. So, preparing nitric acid in a small scale. For this we need a nitrate based salt. So you may take a sodium nitrate or potassium nitrate. This will be heated with sulfuric acid. We get nitric acid along with the liberation of potassium bisulfate. So during this preparation of nitric acid in a small scale, we have to maintain low temperature. Otherwise, the formed nitric acid will be decomposed to produce nitrogen dioxide, water as well as oxygen. So this is first method of preparing nitric acid. Next one, important 3 more question. So this is called Ostwald's process, preparing nitric acid in a large scale. So this is commercial method of preparation or manufacturing of nitric acid. For this we need ammonia molecule. We know that ammonia can be prepared by Haber's process. With ammonia gas, we add atmospheric air. So nearly 10 times quantity of atmospheric air will be taken. Okay. So comparing the quantity of ammonia gas, the quantity of atmospheric air will be 10 times more. So when these two gases are passed into a chamber which contains catalyst platinum, so we use platinum gas as a catalyst. So in the presence of the platinum catalyst, nitrogen and oxygen gases are combining together at high temperatures around 1275 Kelvin. We get nitric oxide first. So nitric oxide will again join with the oxygen. It forms nitrogen dioxide. So initially we pass atmospheric air with ammonia at high temperature around 1275 Kelvin. It forms nitric oxide. Nitric oxide combines with the oxygen, it forms nitrogen dioxide. Next, this nitrogen dioxide gas is passed into the adsorption tower. So we have adsorption tower containing water. So when nitrogen dioxide gas is passing through the water, it will be dissolved in the water. So we get nitric acid in larger quantity. So along with the liberation of nitric oxide and water. So this is the large scale preparation of nitric acid. So with this preparation over, next physical and chemical properties of nitric acid. Nitric acid is a colorless liquid. If we take a pure nitric acid which is colorless in nature, its boiling point is 86 degrees Celsius. And the nitric acid can be mixed with water easily, so that we can get a mixture called the boiling mixture. One more question. So when nitric acid is mixed with water, we get boiling mixture, and the composition is 98% nitric acid and 2% water, and the boiling point of this boiling mixture is 120.5 degrees Celsius. This is one more question. Next, as we told already, at low temperatures nitric acid will be present as such. When temperature is increased, it will be decomposed. So when temperature is increased or nitric acid is exposed to sunlight, it will be decomposed to produce nitrogen dioxide gas, water molecules and oxygen gas. So during this decomposition, the color will be changed into yellow. Okay. Next, one more question. Nitric acid is a very good oxidizing agent, nitrating agent. So there are 3 main characteristics for this one, nitric acid. So it has acidic nature. So like other mineral acids, sulfuric acid and hydrochloric acid, it is also one of the mineral acids. It has acidic nature. Number 2, it is a very good oxidizing agent. Number 3, it is a nitrating agent. So these 3 are important 1 more questions. So one by one we will discuss. This is a 2 more question. Write a note on the acidic nature of nitric acid. If a substance having the property acidic, which will combine with the base or basic substances. So the same thing. So we can add any bases like sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide with nitric acid. We get salt and water due to neutralization reaction. Or else we may add nitric acid with basic substances like metallic oxides. The property of metallic oxide is basic in nature. So we add zinc oxide, which is basic in nature, with nitric acid. We get salt and water. So this is a neutralization reaction. So nitric acid has acidic nature, so that it involves a neutralization reaction to get salt and water. So zinc oxide will be converted into zinc nitrate. The same way, we take ferrous oxide with nitric acid, it provides salt and water. Ferric nitrate and water along with the liberation of nitric oxide. Next chemical property, we have to prove that nitric acid is a very good oxidizing agent. If it is an oxidizing agent means it will undergo reduction process. So already in 11th portion we studied what is oxidizing agent and what is reducing agent. An oxidizing agent will undergo reduction easily. So it induces oxidation on another substance, but it undergoes reduction. So that we can take some non-metals. Take carbon. When nitric acid is added with non-metal carbon, which is oxidized into carbon dioxide. So addition of oxygen with the carbon is oxidation process, which is induced by nitric acid. So it is an oxidizing agent. So along with the liberation of carbon dioxide, we have nitrogen dioxide gas as well as water. So we take many examples like a carbon, sulfur is also oxidized into sulfuric acid by nitric acid. Phosphorus is oxidized into phosphoric acid by nitric acid along with the liberation of water and nitrogen dioxide. Then fourth example, we take a halogens. Take a iodine, which is oxidized by nitric acid into HiO3, hydroiodic acids, with the liberation of nitric oxide and water. Then fluorine. The non-metal fluorine is oxidized into fluorine nitrate, NO3F. So oxygen is added with the fluorine along with the liberation of hydrogen fluoride. Then last example, hydrogen sulfide is oxidized into sulfur. How can we say that this is an oxidation process? Because hydrogen is removed from hydrogen sulfide. Addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen is called oxidation process. So hydrogen is removed from hydrogen sulfide by nitric acid. So this is oxidation process which is induced by the oxidizing agent nitric acid. So two properties we completed: acidic nature of nitric acid and oxidizing nature of nitric acid. Third one, nitrating property of acid, nitric acid. So in the organic reactions, we have studied electrophilic substitution reactions. When we take aromatic ring, benzene ring, the hydrogen will be replaced by electrophiles. So this is common reaction. Electrophilic substitution reactions are common in benzene ring or aromatic ring. So if hydrogen is replaced by NO2 plus, we call the electrophilic substitution reaction as nitration reaction. So that take concentrated nitric acid and sulfuric acid, we get electrophile nitronium ion. So what is the role of nitric acid here? It provides nitronium ion. Electrophile is produced by the nitrating mixture. Okay. So when nitrating mixture is added with benzene, hydrogen is replaced by the electrophile NO2 plus. So we get nitrobenzene. 3 more question. Prove that nitric acid is a nitrating agent. Next, reaction of metal with acids. And important one more question. Nitric acid will not give hydrogen gas with the metals. What about reaction of acids with metal by other acids like sulfuric acid or hydrochloric acid? When they are reacting with metals, it produces a salt and a hydrogen. So this is common. But a special case in nitric acid, which will not produce hydrogen with the metals. It forms salt, but it won't produce hydrogen because it is a very good oxidizing agent. So nitric acid is an oxidizing agent so that it will not liberate hydrogen gas with the metals. Okay. So as I told already, nitric acid will undergo reduction so that it will induce oxidation on another substance and it acts as oxidizing agent. Okay. So if you take nitric acid, what is the oxidation state of nitrogen? Plus 5. Okay. So when nitric acid is added with metals, it will undergo reduction process and induces oxidation on another substance. So oxidation state will reduce 1 mark because it gains electron by reduction process. Nitric acid gains electron due to reduction but induces oxidation on another substance. So oxidation state of nitrogen in nitric acid will slowly decrease. And these are all one more questions. What about the oxidation state of nitrogen in different compounds like ammonia, nitrogen, nitrous oxide, nitric oxide, nitrous acid, nitrogen dioxide? All these are one more questions. So reaction of nitric acid with metals, except a few metals, remaining metals will react with nitric acid. One more question. So what are the metals which will not react with nitric acid? Number 1 gold, 2 platinum, 3 rhodium, 4 iridium, 5 tantalum. So these 5 metals will not react with nitric acids. Other metal will react with nitric acids to produce a salt. Okay. So this is a 5 mark question. Explain the reaction of nitric acid with the metals. General equations are given. So the M represents what? Metal, any one metal like a copper or magnesium or calcium, like that. Consider any one metal. So what is the first step? When metal reacts with nitric acid, it produces a salt with the liberation of nascent hydrogen. It's called atomic hydrogen. Single atom will be there. So this first step is called what? Primary reaction. So production of nascent hydrogen by nitric acid with metal is called a primary reaction. Next, the nascent hydrogen formed in the primary reaction will combine with the nitric acid molecules in the container because all these are gaseous molecules. So after primary reaction, some reactant molecules will be there, nitric acid molecules will be there. So formed nascent hydrogen will react with nitric acid. It produces another substance called a nitrous acid. So primary reaction is the production of nascent hydrogen. The formed nascent hydrogen will combine with the nitric acid. It provides different types of products. So we call these products as secondary products and the reaction is known as secondary reaction. Okay. So if two nascent hydrogen atoms are combining with the nitric acid, it provides nitrous acid HNO2 with water. Based on the metal, we may get different type of secondary products. If 6 nascent hydrogens are combining with nitric acid, we get hydroxylamine. The same way, we may get some other products like ammonia and the hyponitrous acid. So this is mainly based on nascent hydrogen atoms. So number of nascent hydrogen atoms are based on the metal. Okay. So the secondary reaction will give you different type of secondary products. And the third step is secondary product may undergo decomposition or more than one secondary products will combine together to produce a final product. So these two are the possibilities in the tertiary reaction. So third step is called a tertiary reaction. The formed secondary product may decompose. For example, nitrous acid can be decomposed to produce nitric acid. Nitrous acid can be decomposed to produce dinitrogen trioxide, or the secondary product hyponitrous acid can be decomposed to produce nitrous oxide. So this is first possibility. The formed secondary product in the secondary reaction can undergo decomposition to give the final product. So this is called a tertiary reaction. And what is another possibility? the products obtained in the secondary reaction. So secondary products may join together. So two secondary products may join together to produce the final products nitrogen and water. The same way we may get different final products. So these are called tertiary reactions. So in this 5 mark question, we have three steps, three reactions: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Primary reaction produces nascent hydrogen. Secondary reaction produces substances called secondary products. Then tertiary reaction provides final product. So this is called a tertiary reaction. We take examples. Take a copper. When copper reacts with dilute nitric acid, it provides salt copper 2 nitrate with the liberation of nascent hydrogen. So this is belonging to what type of reaction? Primary. Okay. So the formed primary substance nascent hydrogen will combine with the reactant nitric acid. It provides secondary product nitrous acid along with water. So this is called a secondary reaction. So nascent hydrogen obtained in the primary reaction will combine with the nitric acid. It provides secondary product nitrous acid with water. Then the secondary product is nitrous acid, which is decomposed. This is called a tertiary reaction. The secondary product is decomposed to produce nitric acid and nitric oxide with the liberation of water. So this is called tertiary reaction. Now we can write overall reaction. You just strike out the similar molecules. Okay, so here hydrogen and hydrogen are similar. Then nitrous acid are similar. So remaining left hand side we have 3 molecules of copper and 6 plus 3 9. Then in the right hand side we have one nitric acid molecule. So 9 minus 1 8. So totally we have 8 nitric acid molecules in the left hand side. What about the substances in the product side? Copper 2 nitrate and nitric oxide and 3 plus 1 4 molecules of water. So we can write overall reaction for this reaction of nitric acid with the metals. So if this is a 5-mark question, you have to write the general equations, so primary, secondary, tertiary equations, and one example should be written. For example, how copper is reacting with nitric acid. So this is a 5-mark question. Instead of copper, we can study magnesium also. Okay. So this is very important 1 mark. When copper reacts with concentrated nitric acid, because in the previous reactions we studied that copper is reacting with a dilute nitric acid. With the dilute nitric acid, NO is produced. Now when copper reacts with the concentrated nitric acid, we get the salt copper 2 nitrate with the liberation of nitrogen dioxide. 1 mark. So which gas is liberated when copper reacts with concentrated nitric acid, NO2 gas. Next example, reaction of nitric acid with the magnesium. So here we take a concentrated nitric acid. Magnesium reacts with concentrated nitric acid. It provides nascent hydrogen. So this is a primary reaction. Then formed nascent hydrogen combines with reactant HNO3. It provides secondary product ammonia with the liberation of water. The formed secondary product ammonia combines with the reactant HNO3. It provides final product ammonium nitrate. So we write overall reaction. In the left hand side we have 4 molecules of magnesium, totally 10 molecules of HNO3. Then ammonia will be cancelled, nascent hydrogen will be cancelled. So in the product side we have 4 molecules of magnesium nitrate, ammonium nitrate, and water. So this is the reaction of magnesium with concentrated nitric acid. If it is dilute nitric acid means we get N2O. This is important 1 mark. When magnesium reacts with dilute nitric acid, we get magnesium nitrate salt along with the liberation of laughing gas nitrous oxide along with water. So with this Properties of nitric acid is over. Next, uses. And as we know that nitric acid is a very good oxidizing agent and which is used for preparing aqua regia. One more question. Aqua regia is the mixture of concentrated hydrochloric acid 3 parts and the concentrated nitric acid 1 part. So we take a concentrated hydrochloric acid and nitric acid in 3:1 ratio. So this mixture is called what? Aqua regia. Okay. Then nitric acid is used to prepare silver nitrate and sodium nitrate. Silver nitrate is used in photography and the sodium nitrate is used as gunpowder for firearms. So in the military weapons we use sodium nitrate as a gunpowder. Okay, so these two are the uses of nitric acid. So with this today's class over. Tomorrow we start other compounds of nitrogen. Thank you.